You could win this big turbo GTI. All it could take is $5. Every $5 you spend at 53supply.com gets you one entry. Even if you're not a Volkswagen guy, that's fine. Sell it, fund your next race car. In 1 week, we're gonna have another drop. We're gonna have like a check engine light gang shirt. It's gonna be funny. But every $5 you spend at 53supply.com gets you one entry. Happy shopping and good luck. You're gonna be comfy. Guys, I'll give you guys a video on this soon. We had just replaced the clutch on the IS300. We took it for a spin the other day, and the only thing really that spun was the flywheel. So it had a stock clutch on it. We put an ACT on it. That's not the point of today's video, but thanks to ACT for sending that out. We got an ACT clutch on this, and we'll have a video of some street driving and tuning soon. Today, guys, we are going to get started on the Mark 7's turbo upgrade. And to be quite honest, I don't know how many days this is gonna take. I'm gonna make this into one video, the turbo install. I'm gonna get it really rolling so that we don't have to just drag it on, because I also have so much to do. And yeah, so we're gonna get started on this. I'm really stoked on that. Big thanks to Integrated Engineering and FCP Euro, also Deechworks, sent some stuff out. Today's video is also brought by Noom, and we'll talk about them here in a second. Yeah, musical cars time. Let's get everything out. This is my favorite part of the day because I get to hear all of my beautiful cars that run, and they all sound good, so it's just a plus plus. Auga! Oh yeah, big butt guy, eh? Probably the last time. Well, I mean, you'll probably hear. We have a Pops and Bangs tune, I think. Integrated Engineering, I'm pretty sure has a Pops and Bangs, because you VW weirdos like don't even let people tune your car without Pops and Bangs. So I'm pretty confident that we have that as an option. Man, this looks really good. I'm stoked how this turned out. And if you're wondering, I'm gonna try and do every red piece of the car in this same chartreuse color. I'm trying to get a new steering wheel, but because it's a giveaway, we have a very short amount of time. Super cool. Let's get going on this, guys. As you guys know, we have the bigger IS38 turbo. We got that from FCP Euro. And then we also have literally so many parts from Integrated Engineering. So we're gonna let it cool down and start ripping everything out. Before we continue with this video, today's video is sponsored by Noom. Noom is an amazing thing, because over this last year, I have, whether you know this or not, I lost about a little over 30 pounds. And I did so without even working out. The secret behind all that is behavior change, discipline, psychology, and your diet. Noom is an outstanding, it's a fantastic app that helps you lose weight. The most important thing you need to focus on is the psychology and the behavior behind what you're doing. A change in your habits is the ultimate way to lose weight. Noom helps you lose weight in what I think is the easiest and best way possible. They focus on science, they focus on behavior. You track your food, you can do morning weigh-ins, and they even have tons of healthy alternative recipes. And I'm not kidding when I say I lost 30 pounds in just a couple months just by changing my diet. You wouldn't believe what keeping track of what you're doing and changing your current habits will do for you. Noom and the real tangible people, the real life coaches on Noom will help you get there and help you achieve that goal. Now I've got a link for you guys to click in the description. It's their Noom evaluation. It helps create a custom plan for you in order for you to reach your target goal. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're trying to lose just a few pounds or a lot of pounds. Take me, for example, I've done it and I can prove that it works. Noom will help you get there. Guys, use that link I've got for you in the description. Thank you, Noom, for sponsoring. Now, let's get on to the video. Fun fact, did you know that some brands of screwdrivers are shaped like this so that if you need to, you can actually put them in a wrench to give you leverage? Fun fact of the day. Okay, so I got the intake off. we're gonna start by just removing all of the things. If you want a general recap of all that we have, go back and watch the video where I unboxed everything. I've also got new stuff like an intercooler, all that kind of good stuff. From Integrated Engineering. I'm gonna be brief with the install stuff. Guys, these days, I don't really think install videos do it for people. So I'm getting parts organized and I haven't seen this intercooler yet. Holy guys. This is freaking massive. Wow. Dude. Oh. That is humongous. But here's all the parts. We've got intake, exhaust, we've got their flex fuel, turbo, exhaust over here, sorry. And that's pretty much it. Very simple. That is massive.
Is that for the GTI?
Yes.
Wow.
It's IE, so look, that's freaking CNC'd.
It's super nice.
Wow. So here's something I've never seen before. The intercooler is stuffed in between the condenser for the AC, in between that and the radiator. It's really odd. Also, the oil pan on these cars, most of you guys probably know, they're plastic. I think that's a little silly, but it's fine. It is what it is. We have got, the reason why this car was so quiet is because Doofus, whoever turned this car in, probably had like a full exhaust on it, but he probably converted it back to stock. So it has the stock exhaust. We might end up making just a dual exit back here, maybe like 3-inch or so. One of the big reasons why I'm excited we're doing Integrated Engineering is because this is a lot newer car than I usually would do for a giveaway. I don't want to do catless in case one of you guys from California wins the car or something along those lines, where you have a state where you have like mad exhaust regulations. Even though it is modified, that's fine. The Integrated Engineering is a catted downpipe. I mean, this thing is super high quality. Now I am going to be selling the couple APR things that came off of it. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, you guys have missed out. It might be sold already, but if it's, I don't know, check my Instagram, I don't know. Drew, first impressions?
Very different than Japanese cars. So just a heads up, it's not like you expect it to be. Throw all preconceived notions to the wind and just dive in, man. And it's fun.
Buy a Volkswagen, they said. It will be fun, they said. In order to get this intercooler on, essentially everything comes out of the car. I mean, you might as well pull the engine out to do the intercooler jobs. Now there are options out there that you can do a true front mount setup, but I'm here to tell you that that's not good and that's way less efficient, and you probably might as well just keep the stock intercooler. I do want to talk a little bit about this Integrated Engineering intercooler. So there are independent studies on the market that show that this is the best intercooler you can get for Volkswagen. We actually have a WE intercooler on it right now, but this is so much significantly better and flows so much better that we are absolutely going to replace it. And I'll tell you a little bit why. So you can see on the side here, it's stamped FDS, and that's actually something they invented or something they made called the flow distribution system. And if you look in here, you can't really see it, but there are fins, you can't really see it, dude. There are fins inside of there that separate the air and make it flow all throughout the intercooler evenly. A lot of times, whenever air starts getting hot, it just takes the path of least resistance and it'll just go through the bottom. So this actually will disperse the air really well and efficiently. That'll make it take longer to heat soak, and the recovery time for the heat soaking is also quicker. So this is the most, I mean, there have been independent studies on this exact intercooler on why it's the best, and it literally is. What I will say too, I know a lot of people are super biased in the market. I have great relationships with like Cobb. I have a good relationship with IE. Like, there's a lot of good solutions out there. IE spends a lot of time and money on really researching and engineering their products, and that's what I've known so far. Super unbiased here, but all their stuff, like they actually have a full-time guy that just TIG welds intercoolers at their facility. So like, it's all, it's made right here in America. This is custom CNC'd in-house to use up the absolute most space possible. So I mean, it's literally just the best. Doesn't make it any less annoying to install, but it's very cool. I know a lot of you guys are out there partial to EQT or there's tons of tuners out there, and I'm sure most of them are credible. Just because I'm using one product doesn't mean I'm dissing another. Just because I'm taking off one product doesn't mean I'm dissing another. But Integrated Engineering sent me all of this stuff, and their stuff has been proven to work really well. Not only that, but we have a catted down pipe. It's a little bit better for you guys to run, just in case, depending on the state that you're in. It's also high quality stuff, and a lot of fans work at IE. So I got a box signed with a bunch of signatures from you guys. So anyways, to get this intercooler off, Drew, do you think we should get another VW project after this?
A few moments later.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, not too long after the last clip, this kid, the epitome of Volkswagen owners, dude. This dude had something to be even more annoying at car meets. You guys, sometimes in life, take a step back and think, am I the problem here? I don't know if you guys have ever watched yourself from the outside in at meets, but Volkswagen guys, you gotta relax a little bit. You're less desirable than you think. It's a $100 like thing on Amazon. It's a loudspeaker and a police siren. Sir, don't do that again. This stock IHI turbo, oh, that's so interesting. So
wow.
So does that just restrict the amount of flow that you can get at max capacity, or like
it works just like a muffler on a car or a suppressor on your favorite firearm, and that it just provides an air channel for pressure waves to kind of sit in and not wind up going down the charge pipe. I think it's just to quiet the turbo noise.
That's lame.
You know, we love turbo noises. So
that's sick.
Throw that on there.
I actually was looking at that. I was super confused with what that was. So I'm obviously glad you figured that out before I went in the car. That's sick.
Yeah, so this is actually the first turbo I've ever seen that has an electronic wastegate on it. But it's also really cool what they're doing with some of the technology. Now, as far as the tunes are concerned, with the electronic turbine speed sensors, which is actually what this component is. So this is telling the ECU exactly how fast the turbo's turning.
Oh, wow.
And that way it can adjust other tune parameters accordingly to make sure it's running at peak efficiency.
That's kind of nice. That's probably why it's so common to have like easier to do remote tunes and stuff like that, because there's probably so much understood by the ECU that it's less failure points.
Exactly.
Maybe? Cool. I think everybody's gonna want to know at this point your feelings about the car and how it's gone. So if you have any thoughts, anything you'd like to say to Volkswagen, I'll make sure they hear it.
Please just use bolts. Y'all use way too many fancy fasteners and crazy ways to hold things together that makes it super difficult. Bolts and nuts are not hard.
They work really well.
Yes.
Turns out they work really well. Okay, so guys, the IS38 is on right now. I've been inside. I've kind of missed a little bit of this. I've been editing and phone calls and stuff, but we've got the factory turbo. They actually are pretty similar in size. The IS38 is obviously a little bit bigger. It's going to flow way better. A couple nice things to note here is FCP Euro actually has, they sell a bunch of OE stuff. So they have all of the OE gaskets, replacement things, oil change kits. We're going to use all of that. But literally, I mean, even wipers. So pretty cool. And I did get I got the turbo and all this stuff from FCP Euro. Big thanks to Eli over there for getting us hooked up on that. Fantastic company. They do have a lifetime warranty on all of their stuff that they sell. So if anything breaks or whatever, they will replace it for you. Downpipe time, baby. That is significantly chunkier than the one that came out.
I don't think it'll fit.
Does it need to go? Does it need to go from the top?
Oh man. Okay, maybe I have to take that brace back out.
Third time is the charm.
Always helps to read the install guide.
It gets like very dude.
Yeah.
What the heck? Wow. It does not look like it belongs. Wow. Just a big bunch of twisties, and you're good.
And
That's it. All right, so blasting forward with some more progress. We've got a bunch of liquid moly in it, so FCP Euro sells an oil change kit. And actually you did spark plugs and everything, right? So FCP Euro does actually sell, I think I showed it to you guys, but we had all new nuts and bolts, gaskets, even windshield wipers, everything like that. So they sell that, so thank you guys for sending that out. But we got new oil, liquid moly in here, and we're about to put the intercooler on and button everything up. So that's a big boy. Something that's way better about this one than the Wagner is, literally, dude, it's just these little tabs that bolt over it. They actually thought about the end consumer here. Thank you, integrated engineering. They literally utilize every square inch. Every square inch. And also, another weird point here, guys. I did on Instagram a poll on if you guys like these or not, because I have noticed one thing. It is either, you guys either only absolutely love them and don't want me to change them, or opposite end of the spectrum, absolutely hate them and don't even want to enter the giveaway unless I take them off of the car. There is nothing in between. And I did do a poll on Instagram, and the wheel likeage rate was literally 53% like, 47% dislike, and that was like 40,000 votes. What do I do, guys? Maybe I'll have 2 sets of wheels for you, and if you win, you get to choose whichever wheel you want. I don't care. I don't know. So I'm gonna start the car. We got oil in it, we got everything in it. It's gonna leak a little bit of water. It's fine, because we found a little tiny leak that we'll be able to fix tomorrow. But I wanna see how it sounds right now with the catalytic converter, because we need to know. We're gonna do a custom exhaust on it, because that's the way to go. Drew spec exhaust is gonna be cool. But we want to see how quiet it is with just the cat. Catalytic converters can make a car really quiet, but if it's like a really high flow cat, sometimes it can be, anyways, we're gonna start the car up and hear what it sounds like. If we straight piped it from how it is right now, this is what it would sound like. The goal is to have a tasty sounding exhaust, not to have a 17-year-old's first Volkswagen kind of sound, like an actual good sound. First start with the big turbo. I would say it needs a little bit of a muffler. It kind of sounds like a John Deere. Don't want that. There are a lot of kids with GTIs whose GTI sounds like this, and that's a big no-no. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Cummins 4BT.
Probably just a muffler. That's a super high flow cat. It must be.
Yeah.
If it's like there's like no resistance in there. Okay, we're gonna evaluate. Try something else. Get this Guten tight, just like the Germans like it. And we're gonna see what it sounds like with the stock exhaust for science. That's too quiet for sure. Hit the road. I think we could do a muffler delete. That rear muffler delete.
That would be too annoying.
I just looked up a Mark 7 with a muffler delete. Basically just getting that huge muffler out of the rear, and it sounded pretty good. So this is actually quieter than it was because we now have a cat on it and it's not catless anymore. So we'll get something that sounds good, looks good, smells good, you know, all the things. All right, we have done it, guys, in one video. Big thanks to Integrated Engineering and to FCP Euro for a big help in getting us into the Volkswagen world. So far, it has not been fun. I'm sure there's lots of fun ahead of us, but the working on it, why'd you guys convince me to do this, huh? Drew doesn't even like me now. I am legit surprised Drew has come back to continue working the last week. At the end of each video, I give you guys daily advice. And to end this video, aside from little turbo noises, I just want to tell you guys that it is impossible to enjoy life if you are worrying about something coming. Worrying about tomorrow will make it impossible to enjoy today. There's always going to be a tomorrow, and there's always going to be something else to do. There's always going to be something big happening. There's always going to be something that could cause you anxiety, or could give you anxiety, or could make you feel anxious. But I'm telling you, it doesn't really matter. You shouldn't hyper focus on that kind of stuff, because if all you're thinking about is tomorrow, the next day, the next step, the next thing, you're gonna go through life without enjoying a thing. even when you get to the point to where you want to be, you're still not going to enjoy anything because you're going to have that mindset of, okay, well, I got to do this now. Gotta do this now. Take it from me, guys. Seriously, take it from me. You can't enjoy life. You can't enjoy today. And you will never enjoy life if you don't get yourself out of the habit of focusing on what's tomorrow. Just enjoy today. You got things in front of you that you can enjoy. You've got things to be thankful for. You've got things to work on. You've got opportunities to seize today. Guys, have a good day. And make sure you are not so focused on tomorrow that you forget today exists. Hey, every $5 you spend, 5-3, you guys know the drill. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Deuce. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys to watch. Weird? Sure, I don't know. That was a weird song. That's a pretty good song, actually. I thought that was pretty good. Have a good day. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut it.